Alright, welcome to Season 3, Race 9 of my F1 2020 My Team Career Mode. Just taking care of the stuff on my phone here as you look at the qualifying results, which I just finished up. And as you can see, it's a Jaguar Mercedes, and then unusual for my crew, a bit of parity. You know, Stroll in 5th, Sainz 6th, but then you got the two Renaults and the two Ferraris on the same row as each other. There you go. That was qualifying. So the good news for us is I think we're in a very good position to get a jump on my teammate going into turn in the first couple of turns. He could probably emerge with the lead.
I think we can call that a successful qualifying. We should be in with a good chance in the race.
Alright, dry weather. We've had a lot of dry weather races this year. Not a lot of rain. Nothing to change to the engine. Everything's good there. Next upgrade is definitely going to be... actually, you know what? I was going to say maybe I'll save up, but... let's take a look here. Because I think what I want to do is I want to time this upgrade to be right going in either into Belgium or Italy. I'd rather not come into Britain where I'm not going to be as good if it's with this engine upgrade. So instead, let's see what else is available to me. Insufficient resource points. Insufficient resource points. Yeah, I think I'll go with a durability upgrade. I haven't got one of these in a while. We'll go with one on the turbo. Go from there. And now we will go straight to the race. And we'll see if any penalties potentially elevate us to the front row.
We're back once again beside the St. Lawrence River here in Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix. The event first moved to a variant of this track back in 1978. It was won by none other than Gilles Villeneuve, the first Canadian to ever win his home race, and in whose honour the circuit would be renamed. It's one of the fastest races of the season here at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, with around 60% of this 2.7-mile circuit taken at full throttle. There are 14 corners to navigate, the very last of which has its very own infamous history. It could be the cause of a safety car today. Joining us today to oversee all the thrills and spills, it's Anthony Davidson. And great to see you. How are you feeling about the race today, and how are the circuit conditions from what you've seen?
Well, it's looking a bit cold out there, if I'm honest. These tyres have quite a narrow operating window in terms of the temperatures they need to extract the best grip. So with a cold track surface, it's going to be harder to keep those temperatures up, which will lead to lower grip and maybe more mistakes.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Daniel Ricciardo starts from pole position today, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have the owner driver, Bottas, Lance Stroll and Sainz, Gasly, Ocon, Verstappen and Charles Leclerc, Matsushita, Perez, Lando Norris and Albon, Kvyat, Magnussen, Antonio Giovinazzi and Roman Grosjean, Latifi, De Vries, Russell and Tatiana Calderon. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going.
Alright. Two-stop strategy. We'll see at the end if we change onto soft tires, which I imagine we will. Alright, let's get going. Check the tires. A couple of people starting on mediums, but not everyone. So it's Perez, and then the two Alfa Romeos of Magnussen and Giovinazzi. Everyone else is on the soft tire. There we go.
We're not seeing any technical issues coming off the practice start. Watch the RPM on the full start. We don't want to bog down.
This is the first time we've come to Canada with the updated tire upgrades on our cars, so not sure if it's going to be a one-stop for us, or... Well, it says a two-stop, but it could be a potential one-stop. Let's see what we can make happen. Circuit shield new.
No threat of rain for the time being. Conditions looking good. Okay, here's who we're really fighting today. Hamilton and Bottas.
I feel like if we do manage to get the lead at the start, it's going to be another, what was I, just rear-end Hamilton there. Totally by accident. As I was saying, I think if we get the lead, it's going to be another pretty close fight for the lead. As Hamilton just really brake checking into the turn there. I'm not sure what his problem is. Tires. And it's long back straight before the final chicane. And here we go. Fate of our race is all going to come down to the start here, I think. And if we can get... This is, you know, usually I can gain... With the overtake, I can gain 2 spots at the start usually, so we'll see if we can do that here.
The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid has formed.
Kind of block Ricardo might put on us as the rest of the field catches up, starts to get into their grid slot. Alright, 5 red lights. Here we go. Canadian Grand Prix. Lights out and away we go. Ricardo didn't get the best start. Hamilton got a very solid start. He's going to be side by side with Ricardo in turn 1. And, oh, man. Not the best line through there. Let's go from right here. Launch, but I can't quite get Ricardo. And that's not gonna work. I just want to have a clean turn 1 at this point. No, I already took a bit out of the front wing. Gosh darn. And I completely cut the corner, that's not ideal. Here we go, we got dive on there. Oh, 3 wide, 3 wide, 3 wide. Yikes, 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 3 wide still! Oh my god! That was really tight. We were 3 wide. Nobody wanted to give an inch. Oh, that's not good. I'm running off the course there, basically. Trying to have the best run possible. I'd rather not do it with contact, that's for sure.
5
rather not have that happen either. Gosh darn. Oh, jeez. Hamilton, my god. Figure out what I want to do here. I don't want to shove Ricardo out into the grass like that. Do the switchback! Come on, Sean. Let's do it from here. And I just run right into the wall. As Hamilton just turns Ricardo right into me. Oh man, what the heck happened there? It's a horrible start to this race. That's a bit better, I think. Let's check the replay. Hamilton got a little bit of contact. I think he's okay. Don't see a ton of damage to the front wing, so we'll go from there. So after a myriad of rewinds, for the record, I have no problems using rewinds. I just wanted to get a clean opening lap there.
Alright, we're looking good so far.
Once we're into the lead. But just because I took the lead doesn't mean we'll keep it. Ricardo can still win this race fairly easily. And in fact, Ricardo's looking to make a move. Slight bit of contact. We go side by side into the final chicane. A little bit of contact. Has to go open the door for Hamilton possibly. To make a move. It opened up Hamilton's door, but it was removed by Bottas onto him. I mean, if we were to get ahead, it's going to be a dogfight with Ricardo pretty much the whole race, just like it was in Azerbaijan. And Hamilton is called a fourth. Ricardo's going to be all over me. Ricardo will have DRS on me. Bottas will have DRS on Ricardo. As Ricardo looks to make a move. He's side by side through the final chicane. And thank you for the front wing damage, Ricardo. Ooh, squeezed him a little bit. Some trickery there. Now Bottas is right there. Oh, look at that. Ricardo making another move. The inside of this corner, but it'll be, or outside, then it'll be inside for me. Trying to squeeze him out. Oh man, that didn't work very well. Oh man. Squeeze him out, and Bottas gonna get to his inside, maybe? No. Ricardo holds on. This is the kind of race that can open the door for someone on that who started on the mediums like Sergio Perez. Fend off Ricardo the best we can here. Prevent him from taking the inside.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Okay, copy that.
Lap 9, going for the Empire stop. We'll see. Tire wear is not that bad right now. As Ricardo tries to do something outside, can't get it done. We don't have the best exit out of the chicane. Here comes Ricardo again.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Use your overtake button.
Fend off Ricardo once again. Front wing looks okay. Because the pack is relatively bunched up here, really to us, not purposely, but it is. This is a situation where I definitely want to hit second to Ricardo, because Ricardo will likely get stuck in traffic, which will, in theory, help us out. Get some time on him, since we will be in clean air when he is not. Oh, here we go again. Ricardo looking for a move as I hit the grass, trying to defend. Just going around to the final chicane, but we draw even. A little bit of contact. Well, that opened up the Mercedes of Bottas to potentially make an overtake. Does not. Status quo remains the same for now. Yeah, so the top is 7 all the way back to the Renault of, who is that? Of Ocon. We're all sort of in our own little log jam here. Then you've got a little bit of a gap between the Renaults, between Ocon and Gasly, and then you got another log jam of sorts. Those guys. We squeeze Ricardo off once again. Just getting a better launch off that hairpin. Really helping us out.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
And that was our fastest Sector 3. Not pitting yet, but obviously if we look at the pit projection, that's coming out in 21st, so in the range of the Haas and the Williams cars, right about where we would come out if we were to pit this time.
Okay, clear.
Uh-oh, somebody's got a problem. One of the Mercedes. Let's see who it is. Bottas or Hamilton. And it is... Oh, it's Lewis Hamilton out of the race. Lewis Hamilton out of the Canadian Grand Prix. So he was... started second, was in that fight for the lead right at the get-go. And now he's got nothing to show for it with a DNF. As Ricciardo takes another look to the inside. Not going to work out. Inside turns to our outside. We maintain the position. Of course, our pit window opens at lap 9, could go to lap 13. Ricciardo looks to make another move. Very tight corner, we squeeze him out. No
Yellow
contact, from what I can tell.
Caution, caution, yellow flags ahead. No overtaking through the caution zone. Be careful until you see the greens.
And I just completely ignored the kink. Right into the straight.
In this lap, push now.
Alright, there we go. Our window has opened. Pit projection has us coming out 17, which will be behind the Alfa Romeos, who I presume are doing a one-stop. I guess I'm curious to see. I'm guessing Ricciardo might try a one-stop. Might try to go onto the hard tires. I'm sort of wondering now, and I've wondered this throughout the season thus far, I'm wondering if we can stretch these soft tires long enough to where we can go to soft to medium and do a one-stop like that as Ricciardo blows by on the back stretch, and we squeeze him out as Bottas dives in, as does a couple others. I'm curious to see what those guys decide to go with. Bottas goes with mediums. I think Sainz and Gasly. It always seems like every time, it's usually one of the McLarens and one of the Renaults are always the first to hit the pits. There you see Bottas going onto the medium tires, so he's definitely doing a two-stop. Sainz onto mediums, as does, is that Gasly or Ocon? No, it's Ocon, so those three along with the, I guess, the Toro Rosso, whichever Toro Rosso, AlphaTauri driver's coming in, is also doing probably a two-stop here. Because if I want to take these tires farther, I absolutely can. I mean, the worst tire that we have on right now are the left sides, and they're only 37% wear, so we can go quite a bit ways longer, actually, if I'm being honest. As Ricardo dives into the pits, we'll see what he goes with.
Daniel's in the pits.
Stroll follows him in, as does the Ferrari of Max Verstappen and the Renault Pierre Gasly. And Ricardo, trying to see where he's going, but I'm not sure. I'll have to see. Okay, so Ricardo is actually doing a two-stop. He's putting on another set of soft tires, as is Lance Stroll, as is Pierre Gasly. Norris doing the mediums, Verstappen doing the mediums, Albon doing the mediums. So interesting strategy plays here. And I don't really know. Judging by the tire wear right now that we have, I really think we can go all the way on one stop. Okay, so our tire wear right now is at what is that? It's 39% on the right or on the left sides.
We pretty much burned off our excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down.
I guess in an ideal situation, what we can do is we can take it to lap 15. Because the way I see it, if we can take it to lap 15, where you can do 15 laps on these softs, then surely we can do 20 laps on a set of medium tires. No problem. So again, I've said this in many races, but I'd rather avoid the hard tire entirely.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy.
As Ricardo just sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix as we hit the wall. Lovely. So I think we can actually get away with the one stop here, because not only, you know, are we well ahead of Ricardo, who's stuck behind Bottas on, you know, and Bottas is on mediums, Ricardo's on softs. It's helping us that not only, you know, is Ricardo on softs, so that means his tires are going to burn out, and by the time Bottas pit again, we should be on equal tires, roughly. We'll be on the same tire compound. But I have a buffer of traffic to myself and Ricardo.
No issues with tire wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
So I think that I'm actually in a very good spot here. As I go for a mid-session save. Look at the race director and see who's on what. Yeah, so Ricardo, Stroll, and Gasly are the only ones who went soft. And the guys in the back went soft. But everyone else, the other main players, have gone for mediums. That's not the best corner. You can see Ricardo, he's right behind Bottas, who's right behind one of the Alphas, who is Giovinazzi. See, I am very surprised that Ricardo has opted for a two-stop. An aggressive two-stop from that. Going soft, soft. Start this race. When I'm sure he knows that our tire wear is very good on our car. As far as the Alphas go, we'll see if they're able to get points out of this race. At this point, I would think Magnussen probably has a better shot at points than Giovinazzi. As Perez dives into the pits for his stop, which I presume will be onto a set of hards. I believe Giovinazzi dove into the pits as well. So let's see what Checo went with here. Oh, really? Are you really going to... Well, see, if you're going so long in the mediums, I get the idea that, okay, maybe you're going to be on softs at the very end. I don't know, I feel like that was a great opportunity by Perez to do a one-stop, and he didn't do it. I'm not sure what the strategists over at Racing Point are thinking there. Not the best move, I think. I think they could have had, at least Perez could have had a shot at a podium if he did a one-stop, but nope, decided against it. Yeah, again, we're in really good shape. We're about 10 seconds ahead of second place, and Magnussen, our old teammate, is doing a fabulous job of holding up the cars behind him.
Understood, stopping this lap. Affirmative, medium tyres at the next stop.
And Magnussen dives in, and now that Bottas and Ricciardo have nobody blocking them off, they should be catching us pretty quickly, which is about perfect timing for us to dive into the pits for what will be our one and only pit stop in this race.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Yep, there we go, diving into the pits. There goes Bottas and Ricciardo flying by. Let's see where we come out.
Exit now.
He passed by Leclerc now. Matsushita and Verstappen flying by there.
One stop left in our strategy.
The first corner complex. We're going to come right alongside Matsushita. Right alongside Max Verstappen. Squeeze him out. Not sure how he's managed it, but good job by Matsushita to get into P7.
We're at +1 lap of extra fuel. Fuel target +1.
Don't need to pass Matsushita into the hairpin when we can get him down the back straight with the DRS and much fresher tires. Left, and there we go. Actually, we caught him off a little bit, and that's going to allow Verstappen to get a P can potentially pass Matsushita. For P8, so in the span of a straightaway, a couple corners, Matsushita has dropped 2 spots. It is Red Bull.
P7 now. P7, Leclerc ahead. Okay, gap ahead is 1.7 seconds. They're on old mediums. Verstappen behind. Our gap behind is 1.6 seconds. The gap to the leader is 10.1 seconds. Your pit window opens in 8 laps time. 19 laps to go.
Of course, I would suspect that everybody on the soft who pitted for another set of softs is going to stop sooner than everyone who put on mediums. Obviously, that would make sense. So, you'd expect that Ricardo will end up hitting before Bottas hits. As we, all green sectors, not a purple sector, all green, set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix.
Right, we need to get past here. Use overtake. Use overtake.
Don't worry. Jeff, very aware of the situation right now. I think having good DRS here on Leclerc will help us catch on up to him so that we can have DRS going down the back straight. Barely in the DRS zone, but that's okay. Just barely is good enough. I don't think we pass Leclerc into the chicane. Get him going into turn 1. He does not have DRS, but we do. Right.
That was the fastest lap of the race.
Outside of turn 1, but we'll be on the inside of turn 2. And we get Leclerc for P6. It's the fastest lap of the race again. I'm sure the DRS helps us out a little bit there. Actually, we're going to pause it right here. Try to do is I'm trying to set up the NFL game on my phone here. Tom Brady is about to make his debut for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Controller was falling there for a second. Let's see. Just trying to see if I can put the game on. So I can just have it on in the background while the final laps of this race tick down. Oh, I'll check again in a minute.
Gap to teammate ahead is 9.3 seconds. They're on old softs. They're in first. The time last lap was a 1:12.7.
And Ricardo's got by Bottas, and he's now pulling away. But again, Ricardo has to pit again. And of course, Ricardo steals the fastest lap from me. That's wonderful. There's capsules.
Repeat that. There's interference.
Teammate status.
We're trailing our teammate by 10.0 seconds. They're on old softs. They're in first. The time last lap was a 1 minute 11.6.
And there's no real need to panic at this point. We know Ricardo's going to stop again. We know we're going to overtake him in the pits. Or we will overtake him while he's in the pits. And speaking of which, our teammate is in now.
Daniel's in for his stop.
Looks like Stroll, who also did the soft strategy, him in with
Strategy
Ricardo.
is available on the MFD. Got that confirmed?
Looks like Ricardo's coming out behind both Ferraris. I'm not sure how far behind he actually is. We'll see in a second. Again, what's going to help us, the fact that Ricardo is going to have to contend with some bit of traffic on his new medium tires. Don't have DRS on Ocon, but we are in his slipstream.
Green flag.
Uh-oh. Leclerc has an issue. Leclerc is going to be out of this race.
The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Full course
out.
caution.
Oh.
The safety car is out. Keep an eye on the
Safety
delta.
car
We
is
need to
out.
keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down. Maintain positive delta. Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Confirmed.
So my pit strategy says to pip. I
Drop
don't.
your speed. Our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your
But
pace
in my
immediately.
position, we're going all the way to the end of the race, so I don't know why I would need to pit. If I had more of a gap to the cars behind me, I could see it being a little bit more convincing. But right now, I think the best option for us is just to stay out. With what we've got. Our teammate should be right behind us. Bottas will be in third.
We're
Perez
coming up to the safety
will be
car
in-
now. Do not pass it. You are the leader. Follow the safety car.
Perez will be in fourth. Magnussen will be sixth behind Sainz, who's in fifth. So actually, the people who were helped out most by this are probably going to be the two alphas, because they are... Well, maybe not, because they didn't, for some reason, they didn't pit that time. Same goes for Perez. So they are going to be... They're going to be screwed pretty much, because I don't know why they didn't pit just now. So yeah, they're going to go all the way to the back. So... Sucks to be those guys. Their team totally effed up their strategy. Give me 1 second here. Alright, just had the, finally got the Bucks Saints game set up here. So Perez and the two Alfa Romeos are pretty much screwed. Ooh, jeez, I hit the safety car. What a blunder that was.
We're coming up to the safety car now. Do not pass it. You are the leader. Follow the safety car.
So Science is going to be the one sitting in P4. Again, we could have come in for another set of softs, and strategy for me in the past here has been to do soft, medium, soft, but could not give up the track position. Would have fallen way deep in the pack if I hadn't hit it, so... And I hit the safety car again. Gosh darn, I gotta pay attention. Shouldn't be making that mistake.
Safety car is in this lap. Safety car in this lap. You will be controlling the pace on the restart. Keep it steady until the safety car has reached the pit lane.
Alright, here we go. Underway.
Okay, clear.
Really bunched up the pack there.
We're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can.
No, we are not boxing, Jeff. We are staying out. The only people that will be boxing are Perez and the 2 Alfa Romeos. We will not be boxing. Oh, Ricardo's gonna have a run on us. Of course, no DRS yet, but shoving Ricardo up the track a little bit. It's going to give the edge to Bottas, who makes a move to the inside. Oh, and here comes Ricardo with a ton of speed as he puts us in the wall. Whoa, jeez. That was a little unnecessary, Ricardo. Squeeze him out as much as we can without crashing. Looks to make a move, can't make it happen.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button more.
Ricardo to the inside. Get the power down off the corner. And blast off.
DRS has
Ricardo's
been
at us
enabled.
again.
DRS is now enabled.
Side by side. We squeeze him out. That's going to allow Bottas in. Just pausing it for just a second. And Tom Brady just scored his first touchdown in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He had a quarterback sneak and got it in. Had a little twitchy moment there. Rejected the spot from Ricardo, and that allows Bottas to get in again. For the record, of course, the Brady thing's a pretty big deal, but actually for a couple reasons. You have a family friend who's a family friend of ours whose son, who's a couple years older than me, is a longtime Buccaneers fan, so obviously this is big news for him that Brady was coming. As Ricardo goes to our outside, DRS and Bottas. Oh man, what went wrong there? I feel like we had everything. Rich mix. I feel like we could do a better job defending there. Bottas make a move. Come on, come on. I was hoping Bottas makes a move. Jeez. Come on, Bottas. Make a move on Ricardo. Come on. try to do the best I can to defend here.
A new
Oh, well,
strategy is
that
available.
wasn't ideal. That's not what I wanted.
Check your MFD.
Oh, come on, Ricardo. Just trying to hold on to the lead here. What lap is he doing? It's lap 27.
Okay, box.
Oh, really, Ricardo? Not trying to wreck here, just trying to get a somewhat successful, at least go side by side into the chicane.
Check your MFD for a new...
Ricardo isn't allowing that to happen.
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
Ricardo just puts me in the wall again. There we go. That's a little bit. Ritters, Bottas, side by side. There we go. That's a little bit better. Bottas gets second. I just wanted to fend him off. That's all. Just wanted to fend him off. But anyway, as I was trying to say, longtime family friend whose son, who's a few years older than me, is a Bucks fan. This is a big deal for him. And then also, I think it's just cool to see there was a couple big quarterback moves in the NFL coming into the season. Brady, of course, was the big one, but there were others. And yeah, I just thought it was cool. That's all. That was pretty cool. Nice to see Brady somewhere else. Bottas just has to be a massive a-hole to send it up there and then like brake check me at the end of the chicane or do something like that where he's gonna give me damage. Ay. He really wants to send it, doesn't he? He really just wants to send it. Unlike Bottas in real life. This Bottas wants to send it. Really, Bottas? Come on. Jeez Louise, Bottas, come on. He has to be on the inside, and he's trying to drive across right in front of me. I'm not liking Bottas and his driving. Way too aggressive for my personal taste. And here comes Danny Rick. And Bottas is on our inside. It's getting tight for the lead. Now Carlos Sainz is in the mix. Let's see how well we can fend from them this time. Might we get split? No, we don't. Bottas has the edge over Ricardo. Really tight fight at the front, I must say. Self, Bottas, Ricardo, and Carlos Sainz in that McLaren. And Ocon isn't that far behind either. So it's still all to play for here. It's all to play for. Bottas looking to the inside again. Over the contact. Punching that rich mix. Getting that DRS deployed. This one, like the problem I ran into earlier was that I hadn't managed my ERS very well. Doing a little better this time, and it's showing. We're able to maintain the lead. See, I don't know why I was managing my ERS poorly there. When honestly, that's one of the reasons why I won the race at Baku against Ricciardo, because I was able to manage both my rich mix and my ERS. So I should have known better, and I completely forgot about that, and I don't know why I did. But anyway, we're in front. As Perez, the guys who didn't pit under that safety car, pitted, and Bottas just sends it. Drops back to third, and now Ricciardo is back behind us again. You're going to send him to the outside as Sainz looks to pass Bottas for third. And man, the pack is all catching back up here. This fighting is bringing Ocon and everyone else behind him into the mix here. We have ERS. We have rich mix. And here comes Ricciardo again. He's going to make a move to the... Ooh, a little bit of contact there. Still side by side through the first corner. We hold them off. Going into the second corner.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy.
Just trying to do my best with the management of the fuel here. Make sure I don't run out by the end of the race. Ricciardo again. He's got DRS open. He's going to have the outside, but we hold him off through the chicane. And now Sainz up to P3. Carlos Sainz in the McLaren. In the podium position. Looking very punchy in that McLaren.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
This is what we need. Save up the ERS for most of the lap, and then just use it all the way down this back straight. Now you look, the gap between ourselves and Ricciardo has opened up just a little bit. Now things have sort of settled down a little bit. As at this point, there's going to be no fastest lap point. Perez is all the way back outside the top 10. Is Ricciardo! Jeez, Ricciardo! Just slapped me and crashed me. I have no idea what happened there. Just banged tires and off I went. Forceful there, but we maintain the lead. Thankfully, not a ton of damage. I'll tell you, our wins, when they come, they never come easy. That you can say for sure, they never come easy. Here comes Ricardo again.
We're not going to be able to run in
Switch
this
him
engine
back.
mode much longer. We're about a lap
to the
over
inside of the
target.
chicane.
Drop down to mix too soon.
Take mode, rich mix. Give it all we got. As Ricardo just bangs me again. Again. Ooh, pushing it wide a little bit. Doing a little cheeky trick there. Here we go. Rich mix ERS. Deployed. And here comes Ricardo again. Oh. Gosh darn it, Ricardo. What are you doing? Cut him off there. That's better. See, that's what I was trying to do the first time, a couple laps ago. That's what I was trying. I was just trying to cut him off. Ooh, just putting Ricardo in the grass. Here comes Sainz. Sainz on a big run as we come to 2 laps to go.
Careful. Remember, you are teammates.
It's all kicked off here in this
You're
final
dropping a
section
second
of
a
the
lap to
race.
the car behind. 1 second.
Now Sainz has moved it up to second.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Headphones pulling on the fritz a little bit, I think. Punch it. Here we go. Down to the back straight again. 3/4 of a second lead over Carlos Sainz. And can he be in a shot of getting his first ever Grand Prix victory for McLaren as we come to the white flag final lap here in Montreal.
This is your final lap of the race.
And Sainz pull off the unthinkable. Save a little bit of fuel. Oh, let's do that again. Didn't realize that we ran out of ERS. That's better. Just save it up. Should be good enough. Richnix again, ERS again, and there we go. We're 0.6 of a second ahead. Carlos Sainz. Oh, here we go. Sainz is going to have DRS, but he's not going to get close enough, I don't think. Be close.
That's a race win and your
But we
second race
hold
win in
on.
a row. Fantastic job.
To win the Canadian Grand Prix. And I'm pretty sure that was a photo finish. I'm not sure how close it was, but it was pretty darn close.
Magnificent Canadian Grand Prix, and they've hung on to take a sublime victory here today. Anthony, tell me, what was it that helped them achieve this success?
Well, the safety car completely changed the race, didn't it? It's hard to say exactly what would have happened without it, but there's no question that they came out of that situation in a good position.
very close run to the finish.
The faces on our top three look so incredibly happy as they make their way up to the podium. A much-deserved victory and a brilliant performance from them all. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Our championship leader has been deposed, and we have a new name at the top of the standings. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for Driver of the Day?
I mean, can it be anyone else other than Danny Kvyat? His performance today really set him apart from the other drivers out there. He's got to be happy with how he's done here this weekend.
It's time to check out the Constructors' standings. The current leaders continue to extend their lead at the top. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today as they make their way up the standings. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
Well, that was a very exciting Canadian Grand Prix. And there, as you see highlighted in white, that was the gap from first to second. I'll check the replay in a second, but good results from Ocon, good result from Matsushita. I think that's his best result of the season. Gasly, Kvyat, and Norris getting in the points. And yeah, I'm not sure what Perez, Magnussen, and Giovinazzi's teams were thinking, pinning them when they did. So a complete blunder. Let's check the championship standings before we check the replay. Constructors, McLaren jumps Ferrari to take third. And the top, we take the lead. We were coming in down by 5, and now we're leading by 5. So there you go there. Sainz obviously makes a huge jump up in the standings. It's actually very tight. 6th through 11th are separated by only, what's that, 13 points? Thereabouts? 13 points, roughly? I think so. But anyway, let's check the highlights and see how close that finish really was. Well, actually, here you go. You can see the start, actually. So here we go, into turn 1. Three wide. 3 wide through turn 1, 3 wide through turn 2. Still 3 wide. And then what we do is we duck out, switch over, and we take the lead. Rest of the highlights here. We got close for the finish. Oh, here we go. Let's see if we can change camera angles to get a better look at this finish. And not as close as I thought originally, but still pretty close. Now that is a great view for a camera shot. For a screenshot, I should say. Yes, what's a not quite a photo finish, but it was pretty close. To myself, Carlos Sainz. Just taking a couple of pictures here. Yep. Like I said, whenever we win, and by I mean me, it's never easy. It's always a challenge.
So that was an exciting race from our perspective. Let's have yours. You've taken the lead in the championship. Are you going to be able to keep up that momentum? A podium finish for your teammate. Will you be celebrating with them tonight?
Compliment the power department.
Do you think you were lucky not to end your race with that crash?
I will ignore that.
Appreciate your time. $1.5 million. Surprisingly, Ricardo is the one who has the damage deductions, not me. Of course, we are saving up for Ricardo's. I think we're going to have more than enough, but we are saving for Ricardo's contract extension. Oh, we got some sponsorship renewals, I see. First, we'll work on this. What departments are in need of morale boosts? All of them are good, so it doesn't matter, really. We'll do some general team building. Do some sponsor event promotion. Sponsor advertisement for the driver. I'll fill everything out nicely. Renew sponsors. Yes. Let's go put them back on the car. Again, this part's really annoying. I wish it would just reconfirm the sponsors as soon as you re-sign them, instead of having to go back and put them back on the car every single time. Yep, everything looks it to be in solid shape. There's the car. And I think we're good to do some advancement. And our aero upgrade comes in with no problem. No real noticeable changes to the R&D tree, or at least the early indications anyway, but yeah, that is it for the Canadian Grand Prix. We'll see you next time for the French Grand Prix.